Hey everyone, hey Gav.
Hey mate.
We're only 4 weeks out now from the Blackall100, and we thought we'd send you guys a message about a few different things to help race day go really well. The first thing we were going to talk about is mandatory gear.
Yeah,
happy to go with that?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to hit mandatory
so
gear first.
For the 100k and the 50k, it's pretty much the same. So you'll need a phone.
Yep. So I'm going to just probably bring out a lot of my old gear that I used and all that. So
yeah, Bretto.
There's
Bretto.
got my phone.
Mobile phone, mate.
Mobile phone.
Yeah, you got to carry it.
All right.
Yeah, right.
So we've got a mobile phone.
Mobile phone. On the mobile phone, you'll need to download the Capra app. Most of you probably have, and that will have the course maps on it as well, which is really handy.
One of the other things too, on the website you'll see myself or Gavin's phone number.
Yep.
Put those in your phone, so if you get in any trouble, which I'm sure you won't, you can give us a call. I've found it's a lot faster with the mobile than my old style phone.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really good, this modern technology. So yeah, just make sure you get those phone numbers in your phone.
Yep. So that's the course maps on there. You'll get a race bib on sign in. That'll have your number on it. Please have that on the front of you, then you know we can identify who you are and all that sort of stuff.
And just a thing on the race bibs, your number will be coming out probably 2 weeks before the event, so just hang in there. There's a few transfers happening at the moment, so once we finalise those, then we'll get the race bibs out to you guys.
Yep. Water. You need to be able to carry 1.5 litres of water capacity for, which you know would be one of those.
There you go. Or
this is one of those other ones there.
What do we got?
If you don't like to carry those ones in the back there.
What do we got here?
Salomon one there somewhere. Oh, we're not sponsored by them.
There we go.
All 3 of those.
Yeah,
so
3 of those will get you through.
Yeah.
So
between water stations, there's roughly a water roughly every 10 kilometres, and definitely fill up if it's hot.
So and the 1.5 is the minimum we ask you guys to have the capacity to carry. If you want to carry more, that's fine. You know, we can get a warmer day, and when you guys are going up the bluff, sometimes, yeah, you just need that extra water. So, yeah, don't be afraid to have more bottles that you can kind of fill and get rid of if you need to later on.
Okay, so that's the water. High-vis vest. Now, 100Ks will have to carry all this gear the whole way. It's not very much. High-vis vest, and that will have to be put on from about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, or unless you're directed earlier. If it's a foggy day or rainy or whatever, we might ask you to put it on particularly on the road sections.
And you'll see on the website there is a standard that we ask you to get. You'll get these at Bunnings. I think they're about $10 each. And the reason you want the night one is you'll see day ones that don't have this glow. You'll need the glow for the night. It's just part of the safety that we need you guys to have.
Okay, you'll also need a light.
Headlamp.
Or a headlamp.
Well, yeah,
which would be better.
One of the things that I really appreciated back in my day when I started running trails, we always used one of these. It was pretty easy to carry around in your backpack. I think I carried an 80 litre. With the phone, yeah, it was about an 80 litre backpack you needed in the day. But yeah, so you can use one of these if you want. But what we prefer is these ones. So you'll find, you know, whatever you need there for a headlamp. So you need a headlamp. So Gav knows stats on these. So basically, the 100Kers, you're going to need to carry these from the start.
Exactly.
Yep. And the 50Kers,
they need them on from 5 o'clock in the afternoon, or with them from 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, so you may, if you know you're going into the dark, we know that it's usually only between 10 and 15 people in the 50K will see the darkness. So if you feel like that's going to be one of you guys, just have it either with you in your pack or in a drop bag, which can go out to CP6.
Yep. Compression bandage, or a snake bandage as they call them now.
Yep.
That one's even got snake.
There you go, snake bite. You get them at the chemist.
Yep. And on the website there's a bit of a link there where tells you how to put it on if you need it. Call us and all of that.
Yeah, and just have a look at that. Be aware of what you might need to do. We've only ever had one snake bite during an event, and that was someone who decided they'd like to pat a python. So we recommend not patting any of the wildlife.
Yep. And an emergency blanket.
Oh.
There's one there somewhere.
I left mine inside.
Oh. So just a space blanket, emergency blanket, 100 kayas, definitely to carry that. We've had a couple of incidents where they've been sitting there waiting for a pickup. They haven't quite, they've pulled the race, and you get cold quite quick.
Yeah, so it's just a handy way to keep yourself warm. So grab one of those. It's part of the mandatory gear. So there you go.
So that's 150 kayas, 21 kayas. Oh, you don't need a lot you just need a mobile phone.
Yep.
Or one of them.
Or one of these.
If you can get it working. The maps on your phone and Capra, same thing. Your race bib. You only need to carry a litre of water. We figure you're out there a lot less. You're starting early in the day, and it should all be over in 3 hours, I reckon.
And you got a checkpoint about halfway through from the Little Falls.
And a compression bandage again.
Yep.
Compression bandage for everyone.
There you go.
Yeah. We have some recommended gear. Some people always ask, what else can we take? A couple of things you can take. A cup, if you don't want to put any of the electrolyte in your
bottle. Yeah, you might just want to have a cup of water or a cup of Infinite.
Yep.
Just grab yourself collapsible cup.
Yep.
So they're quite handy to have.
Some sort of insect repellent.
Yeah. No, I haven't got the insect repellent, but I prefer not the chemicals on me.
Yeah.
So sometimes I find that's pretty good. To
Where
get
do
rid
you
of
put that
some.
when you're carrying the phone and the light?
Oh, the phone and the light. You can tuck this into the light, my old style light. Yeah, I did carry a lot of gear back in the day.
Yeah.
It's great.
Things like band-aids if you get blisters, sting and bite treatment.
Yep.
If you think you're going to get bitten by a mosquito or a fly. And the other thing is, if it's hot, make sure you're wearing a hat and like protective clothing for that. The hat and long sleeves if you're a bit prone to sunburn.
Well, you can utilise some of those creeks along the way too, mate.
Yeah.
There's a couple of small crossings. They're not they're not up at all at the moment, but there is water around. You can put a bit of water on yourself. So yeah.
That's pretty much it for mandatory gear.
Yeah.
And if you eat a lot, don't. No, but the other thing is some people like to take a few snacks with them as well. So
Yeah.
if you want to do that, that's fine.
Well, we could probably jump on and chat about the CPs if you wanted to.
Yeah.
We thought we'd just drop this in here so you got a bit of something to sink your teeth into, I suppose, for the next 4 weeks, so to speak. Just with the CPs. There's a lot of food there, different foods and stuff like that, that's available. But the one thing, you'll find all this on the website. The one thing that we would recommend though is if you have any specific requirements, we would recommend you either use the drop bag service or give that to your crew. So, that you've got the gear that you need.
Yeah.
Certainly to do that.
Yeah. We have Infinite electrolyte nutrition on course, so if you don't use that, you'll have to supply your own. Whatever, but we have that on every checkpoint and every water station.
Yeah, but if you need to find out about Infinite, just go to their website, infiniteaustralia.com.au, and you'll find all about, we use speed on our checkpoints, and I don't mean the illegal substance. So, if you want to check that out. Just a couple of things that help make the weekend flow easy. We talk about this nearly every year, but it's always the parking. Parking on the Friday night and on the Saturday is at Mapleton Hall, and that's at 35 Obi Road. So we recommend that you park in there. The Mapleton RSL comes and runs that, and we use that as a fundraiser for those guys, and they put it to really good use in the park there, the Memorial Park. So if you can kind of help those guys out, say thanks and maybe give a donation, that'd be great. They're really appreciative of it, and they're really created a great space to honour, acknowledge, past soldiers and whatnot.
So that's the parking.
Because there's no parking at all at the QCCC where the event's hosted. And that's just purely safety because we've got people coming in and out. The only vehicles that go in and out there are our vehicles on the day, moving in and out from checkpoints.
Yeah. Checkpoint 4 and checkpoint 6, which are in the same location, only accessible by shuttle bus, which we have an extra bus this year.
We do, between 11 and 4.
Between 11 and 4, so we'll have 3 buses running. To hop on the bus, it's almost just across the road from QCCC, a little bus stop there, you'll hop on. It takes them 5-6 minutes to get out there, you'll unload, and then you're at your checkpoint waiting for your crew. So that's checkpoint 4 for the 100 and checkpoint 6 for the 50 and the 100.
And it's strictly no vehicles there, and that's purely just to do with our permits. And the road's so narrow, and it's for the safety of the runners. So there's plenty of buses, you've got plenty of time to get there. You'll easily get to CP5 for your runner because it's another 18 k's away. So yeah, if you can just jump on that bus, it makes everything flow really well for the day.
Yeah.
So that's it. And then the other one is no vehicles to Condolilla Falls for the
100.
and 21.
And the 21, no vehicles there at all.
Yeah, and that's part of our permit as well. So yeah, it's just as simple as that.
Simple as that.
Just
And
CP1.
in the 100k, you can see your runner at QCCC or checkpoint 2 for them, which is about 22.5k. Checkpoint 3, Sam Kelly Road. Checkpoint 4, which you'll hop on the bus and go out there, and checkpoint 5.
And then back to checkpoint 6.
Back to checkpoint 6. If you're in the 50k and you've got crew, checkpoint 3 and checkpoint 6. So the only 2 checkpoints you need to go to. Again, checkpoint 6, you'll have to hop on the bus.
And again, there's plenty of information on the website with regards to spectators and crewing. So just go to the website. As we said, this is just, you know, putting it out there for you guys to get a little bit of information and get excited.
Get excited,
Okay, so I was sort of thinking maybe we might just do a couple of little quick tips for the day. Things that we've noticed over the years. We don't normally, well, I don't think we normally do this, but we thought we'd do this. If you need that, bring it out. Look, a couple of things that generally happen most years is when people get to CP3, which is 42 k's in the 100 and 18 kilometres in the 50, what we normally see is a lot of people having a lot of trouble and struggles, especially with their stomachs, heading up the bluff to the halfway oasis or the top of the bluff. It's about an 8k kind of up, I suppose. There's a little, you know, you get a few breaks from it, but generally it's up. And it's in a warm part of the day. We generally find most people have too much food or gels, and a lot of people will we see a lot of vomiting, and it ruins a lot of people's races, that climb. And it's usually overeating. So we kind of just sort of have noticed that it's better to err on the side of less food in the stomach, just so you can make that climb up and enjoy the rest of your day.
And take water, plenty of water.
Yeah, plenty of water, and even if you can cool yourself down a little bit, so if it's a warm day. But yeah, checkpoint 3 is one of those ones up to the halfway that really brings a lot of people's day undone. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, we don't want that to happen. So yeah, just be mindful of that. Going up to the halfway oasis can be a bit tricky.
Yeah, if you think you've got 500 ml of water, you'll be right. You're only going 7 or 8k. Take another litre with you. You know, even if you're going to pour it on your head, fill up everything, and it takes you, you know, a minute or so to fill up, and then you're on your way.
Because you've generally had a nice kind of downhilly, easy kind of go till you get to that CP, and then, you know, you've got to work a bit going up. So yeah, just be mindful of that. CP3, make sure you're full of water and have enough, just in case. First aid. So there's first aid on the course, and that's Sunshine Coast First Aid volunteers. They've been in and around the event, well, for a long, long time. So if you've got any concerns or worries, go and see these guys straight away, and they will sort you out and make sure that you're right, and make sure that you're right to continue. So, you know, some days you're not on, and it's not your day. and that's fine. But just really,
Yeah.
you know, the main thing is we want everyone to be okay at the end of the day. So
And they know what they're doing. So
yeah, they're great. They understand running and the running issues that come about. So yeah, really utilise these guys, and if you need them, and they're there to make your day work.
yeah.
Yeah. I think
Drop bags. I've got a couple
drop bags.
I've got
Yes.
a couple of drop bags. Where can I send them? If I'm in the 50k.
Very good. So, drop bags, you'll find information on them on the website as well. They need to be well labelled. So basically a lot of people use those Coles fridge bags.
Yeah, with a zip on it.
With a zip on it. What you'll need is your name, the CP you're going to, and then put your bib number on it as well. But what we'll do is we have trailers set up on the oval at the QCCC. You'll see them as you come in. They're on the oval on the right. There'll be people there, but just make sure you take the time to read your bag and make sure it goes in the right trailer or the right ute, so that you get it there. You know, we've had people saying, "Oh, my gear's not there," and they put it in the wrong trailer. And there's hundreds of these things. So you know, once we go out, they just set them up, and you know, you may get it there if we're lucky enough to get someone that can take them to a checkpoint. But keep in mind, some of the checkpoints are over 30 kilometres away. So take your time and make sure you get them right. Label them well. You know, black marker pen on top is perfect. And it helps the people at checkpoints set them up for you. Other than that, though, I think for us, I mean, that's a basic one. We'll send some more out if we think of more stuff. But our main thing for you guys is make sure you got that right mandatory gear. There's not a lot, but it's certainly enough. There's enough there to make sure your day works right. You need all that stuff. So, you know, we have a lot of fun with trying to find our old gear that we used to run with. But as we said, 4 weeks to go.
You'd be getting faster now with all that gear you're not carrying now, mate, wouldn't you?
As I've aged, mate, I'm like a fine bottle of red wine. I just get better with age as I drop off all this heavy stuff. So anyway, we look forward to seeing you guys in 4 weeks.
4 weeks time.
Enjoy your taper. Can't wait to see you come and run the Blackall 100.
See you then.
See you guys.